My name's Molly Kay, and I'm from a little town called Clinton, Ohio. My story was I didn't know Jesus, and I had this sweet little baby girl, and she started having a lot of medical problems. And she was in the hospital more than she was out. She was in intensive care more than she was out, and they were trying to figure out what was going on. I was an emotional wreck, and just the fear and the torment, and so afraid that Megan was going to die, and you know, how are we going to do this? And at this one season, God brought 3 women into my life. I needed 3 women. Oh my gosh. And it was just for this little season, and it would be like, Molly, Jesus. I'm like, Jesus? They'd be like, Molly, Jesus. I'm like, Jesus? And it was like I had done everything I knew to do on my own, and I was still in the ditch. And I thought, all right, Jesus. And so I just took this step, and it was kind of a shaky step, but I just kept taking those steps forward. I'd found Jesus, and I got planted. I got baptized in the Holy Spirit, and then I got planted in a faith-based church. I knew I needed some help with Meg. Megan was going through some hard stuff with being awake at night. And so I just started inquiring, like, what should I do? What should I look like? And I started talking about maybe I should retire. And so you know, my husband being a black and white figures kind of guy, he's like, I'm not sure about that. He had some real concerns, and I said, okay, if you're not okay, I'm not going to do this. And I told God, if you want me to do this, you need to change his heart. And about 2 weeks later, he came and he said, all right. And I'm like, God. It was like, oh my gosh, God. And so, you know, we just started moving forward, and I was able to retire. It was November 1st of 2012. And in the middle of getting all of this settled, and I was looking for more help for Megan, and I found out that I could do this certification, and I could get paid for doing what I'm doing. And God opened this door, and money started coming in for a second income in January. And then it just seemed right as my profession. I was gonna start a small business, and I got an LLC, and I just happened, it was like before I had left from full-time, I found this school. The CEO of it goes to our church. It's a Christian-based, special needs, private school. And I thought, that would be awesome. So I got a contract, and I got a 3rd income in September, and I work 4 days a month. I work 4 days a month, and God has almost doubled my income. And then it's like I meet a lady at our church who was in charge at the time of prison ministry, and it just unfolded. It was like God just opened the door. He brought in all these finances, and I can go and I can reach women far from God and say, Jesus, you know, it's Jesus. He'll do that. Just give him the opportunity. This part of being a part of this major move of God on the world, and being a part of sowing the word for people to really walk in victory. I love that. You know, when we ask Jesus to come in and take our life and do something with it, he will.